Hey you guys, it is Nurse Desi back with another video. And y'all, I know it has been a very long time since I have vlogged. I haven't vlogged since I graduated nursing school last month. But y'all know I'm trying to adjust to this new grad life, not having to go to college. I've still been working as a patient care tech until I pass my NCLEX. So it has been a lot going on, but I want to tell you guys Happy New Year's. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, happy holidays. And today is going to be a new grad nurse vlog, and I'm going to pretty much be showing you guys how to get everything prepared to take your NCLEX. So I wanted to vlog this process because I know like a lot of people don't really show the behind the scenes of like studying for the NCLEX or paying all your NCLEX dues and like what do you have to do to prepare to take the NCLEX, because some people, they just pop up and just say they passed, or they say that they didn't pass, and then like you don't really get to see the behind the scenes. So I wanted to make sure that I vlog this process, and I've already been studying a little bit, but I want to go ahead and start this vlog because I am going to take my fingerprints this morning. Today is January 9th, 2024. So I'm gonna go take my fingerprints for my NCLEX. And then after that, I will be getting my authorization to test, and then I'm gonna be setting up my date to take my NCLEX. So now like it's crunch time. Like I'm about to have to really start like studying a certain plan every single day. So I'm gonna take you guys along that journey with me. And yeah, so if you guys are new to my vlog or new to my channel, my name is Destiny. I just graduated from nursing school last month. I got my BSN, and I have an offer to be an ICU nurse at the job that I currently work at as a patient care tech. So I will be starting a residency next month in February if this exam goes the way that I would need it to go. So yeah, if you guys like nursing school vlogs, new grad nurse vlogs, follow this channel. I pretty much vlog my whole journey in nursing school. So if you guys are currently in nursing school and you want to look back at my old videos, feel free to do that. And if you guys have just graduated and you want some guidance, then y'all are gonna love the new grad nurse vlog. So I know that was a long intro, but let's go ahead and get into this vlog. So yeah, I done with my fingerprints. Y'all excuse the way I look. Like I just got caught in like a major rainstorm, but the fingerprints was super easy, took like 2 seconds. So that's done. So for anybody that is like new to the process, or like don't know how the NCLEX, like how to register for the NCLEX, or how to apply with the Board of Nursing, I'll give you a little run through of how it works in Georgia. I'm not sure how it works in other states, but I'm pretty sure it's similar. So of course, in order to become a registered nurse, of course you got to go through an accredited nursing school. You have to graduate, and then you have to have the school send your transcripts to the Board of Nursing. So the first thing that I did was my school, since I graduated in December, in the middle of December, of course that's around the holidays, that's around Christmas time. So my school technically said that we could have did our application for the Board of Nursing the week of graduation, but she suggested that we waited because it's the holiday and they may not be able to send our transcripts before like Christmas and New Year's. So I'm really glad I waited. So I advise, if your school hasn't sent your transcript yet, I wouldn't put your application into the Board of Nursing yet. I will wait until your school has sent the transcripts, because the process just moves way faster. Because there's some people that have applied too early at my school, and then their application had got denied because the school because the Board of Nursing doesn't have your school transcript. So that's just something to keep in mind. So my school sent my transcripts on January 3rd, and I graduated December 14th. So that took about 2 weeks to send my transcripts over. Some schools will have it over faster, but just keep that weight in mind, because the most nerve-wracking part about it is because a lot of people that graduate already have jobs lined up, and the jobs don't realize that we have to wait till our stuff gets sent over, and then we have to study for the NCLEX and actually take the test. So all that can take a good like a month and a half, sometimes even 2 months. So I'm kind of glad that my start date is not till the end of February. It's the very last week in February. So I don't really feel too pressured. Like, I know I got a full 2 months and it shouldn't take that long. But my school sent my stuff on January 3rd. And then I went ahead and paid for the Pearson VUE. And Pearson VUE is pretty much where you actually take your NCLEX. So that's the cost of the actual test, which in Georgia is $200. So y'all, make sure you have your money together, because it's going to be a lot of stuff you got to pay, a lot of fees, a lot of, the NCLEX prep is also a fee. So like if you're trying to buy Archerd or UWorld or all that costs money. So I will start saving up if you're in your last semester, if you work, or if people know you're about to graduate, ask everyone to donate. Like, do what you got to do, because it's a lot of money. But how my school said, like, go ahead and pay for your Pearson VUE fee first. So I went ahead and paid the $200 first, and then I went ahead and did my Georgia Board of Nursing application. Y'all, application is really easy. All they want is like a ID, and then they want a form that you have to get notarized just saying that I'm a citizen of the US, and then they want a criminal background check form, which is used for your fingerprints. So all that is done, and after that you just answer some questions. If you ever been arrested, if you have a record or anything, you have to say that on the application. You have to explain what happened, get court documents and all that. But if not, then just say you've never been arrested. And the application honestly took like two minutes. It wasn't a long application. I uploaded my documents, and since I did that on a Friday, by Monday, so by January 8th, that was yesterday, all my things had already been checked off. So my school have already sent my transcript, so they checked that off. They checked off all my forms, and they approved me to go get my fingerprints. So after you get your approval for your fingerprints, you have to pay another fee for your fingerprints. It was $50. Oh, and then the Georgia Board of Nursing application was like $45. So we're at $300 now. So since I did get approved last night, I went ahead and scheduled it today, and the place was like 2 to 4 minutes away from my house, so that worked out perfectly. I just went and did my fingerprints, and she told me it could take 5 to 10 days, but she said it's usually not 10 days. It's usually pretty fast. And people that have already done the application and have already got their authorization to test said that the fingerprints came back very fast. So I'm not expecting this to take 10 days, but you got to keep that in mind, that it could, you know, push you back and push you from getting your ATT. So now that I have gotten my fingerprints, the only thing that I should be waiting for is my authorization to test. And then once you get that, that's when you can go ahead and schedule your test. My goal, I'm shooting for the end of this month. So if they have anything around like the 26th or the 30th or around that time, I'm shooting for that time, because I don't have to have my NCLEX pass until February 17th, but I don't want to wait that long. Like, my advice, take it as soon as possible. I've talked to some nurses at my job, and they all tell me, like, your brain is very fresh when you first get out of nursing school. And as you know, like, when you're just out of school and you're like chilling and you're not really studying no more, it's easy for that stuff to slip your mind. So don't get too relaxed. I wouldn't wait like 2 months or anything over that. Like, if you want to, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it. I would go ahead and keep it within that 1 month time period if you can, like from graduation. And the way I've been preparing, I did go ahead and buy Archerd, and I do have Mark K lectures. So since I've been like working, I'm just watching all the Mark K lectures, writing notes on his lectures, and then each day I'm doing like 55 to 85 questions. So it just depends on how I'm feeling. And then I really like Archerd, because they have like a readiness assessment, like the computer adapterized assessment, so that you can see where you're at. And if you get 4 like very high chances of passing in a row, then that gives you a 99% chance of passing your NCLEX. And I've already gotten the 4 in a row. So I've just been taking those practice exams, and I'm doing really well on them. Like, I started off with my first assessment, I got like a 55, and as I've been doing it and watching Mark K, I've gotten as high as like an 86 on like an 85 question exam. So that's really good. Like, they really prefer you to be like over like a 60 or over a certain amount. So I feel like I'm on the right track for passing this NCLEX. So that's what I would suggest. I would use one source. Like, if you're going to use Mark K, and then find a question bank that you like. I did start off with ATI, since my school does give us ATI. But y'all, ATI, those questions are just so hard. Like, they make you feel like you don't know anything. Like, I was taking all those practice exams and I literally was not getting anything over like a 53, and I just was not understanding. But I think it's because ATI doesn't calculate like partial credit, and if you're taking this new NGN NCLEX, they do give you partial credit. So I like that Archer scoring system is similar to the NCLEX scoring system, which it kind of gives you a good idea of how well you are doing. So I know that was a long explanation, but I know people have questions, and before I was doing the process, I didn't know how like tedious it was. But the only hard part I would honestly say is just kind of keeping in mind like the start date. If you do have a job lined up, like keep in mind how long this process can take, because some people get their approval like very, very fast within like a week or two. Some people it takes them 2 weeks or more. So you just never know how the Board of Nursing is going to process your application. But to get it moved up faster, like, you know, you can keep calling them, you can, you know, keep asking about the process of your application and just hope they can process it faster. But yeah, so that's literally all I had to do today. So I'm about to go to the grocery store, get some groceries. I'm off for the next like 2 or 3 days, so I'm about to just go home and do some more practice questions and show you guys like how I do my notes. And I also write out all of my rationales on any questions I get wrong, and make sure that you go back over all your rationales and you understand why you're getting it wrong, so that it can help you for the next, you know, exam you take. So that's my advice. I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Okay guys, so I ended up coming to Walmart to get some groceries, but I wanted to stop and get some more school supplies, because I have been going through school supplies like crazy. Like, y'all know I'm a writer, I'm not an iPad girly, I'm not a typer. Like, even though I do have an iPad and everything, I just prefer to write down everything. And so far I've went through 3 notebooks just in the past month, writing down all these rationales and writing down like my Mark K stuff. So I'm coming to get another notebook and my favorite pens. Y'all know these right here are my favorite pens, so I'm gonna go grab another one of these. And then I want to get another notebook to study with. So I'm gonna get another one of these. I don't know why I've been going through so much paper. Like, I'm gonna show y'all when I get back home how much notes I've been taking so far. And like, even if I don't get a chance to go back over everything, like just writing things down helps stick in my memory. So I prefer to write everything down. So I'm probably gonna get maybe some more highlighters, and then that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Okay, you guys, so I'm back at home and I just did a practice exam through Archer. I did the CAT exams, so this is like the computerized adaptive exam, and that's pretty much how the NCLEX is. Like, pretty much the NCLEX, when you answer a question, like if you get it right, they try to give you a harder question based off of like your answer choices. So that's why people say, like, if your NCLEX starts getting really, really hard, you're most likely doing good. If you're getting a whole bunch of easy questions, then you might be doing like borderline, or you might not be doing that good. So this CAT exam pretty much it mimics the NCLEX, and this was my result. So as y'all can see, I'm getting like higher and higher, and I like Archer because when you go to your statistics, then you can see like what areas you're doing good in. So I got 80% correct, 20% incorrect. And it pretty much breaks down like which part you're getting right, which part you're getting wrong, and you can kind of figure out like what topics you need to work on. And then what I also like, so on this exam I got a 77, and it shows you what your peers scored on there. So here has been my growth. So my first exam I got a 55, but it said my peer score was a 47. So even though I got a 55, I still passed because I'm above what the average person makes. And then my next exam, I got really high. I got an 84, and the peer score was a 61. And then on the one I just took, I got a 77, and the peer score was a 58. So it's really not about your score. It's about how well you're doing compared to everyone else. So if you guys like to listen to Mark K, he always says like, you don't have to be perfect on the NCLEX. All you have to do is be better than the average. So also it has like readiness assessments, and I told you guys the readiness assessments, it means if you get 4 very highs in a row, then you have a 99% chance of passing. So here's all the readiness assessments. The first one I got an 80, second one I got a 77, third one I got an 83, and then this other one I got a 73. So I've been doing really good. And then as y'all can see, like these are like my scores. I'm pretty much ranging in like the 70s to 80% on almost all my scores, except for the very first one I did. So I think this is a really good sign. Like I think I'm doing good. I've just been kind of, sometimes I'll do like the tutor mode where each question you answer, you can see the rationales. Okay, let me show y'all what. So when you pass the exam, then you can hit like view explanations, and then it's going to open up your exam and give you all the rationales. And I like that Archer kind of keeps the rationales like simple, because like I don't have time to be like writing like a whole book on every question. Like I just want something simple to tell me like why I got it wrong and why I got it right. And then it also has a lot of the new NGN questions. So that also helps, because as y'all know, we're going to be taking the NGN exam. So yeah. So I really like Archer, y'all. Like this is a really good testing strategy. I recommend it. I didn't get URL, so I don't know what URL looks like, but I really like that Archer questions are very simple and it's just straight to the point. So I'm about to, since I got a pretty good score, I'm about to go through all my questions, write down my rationales, and then go ahead and study my Mark K notes. So I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all will never believe what I just got, y'all. So it's still the same day. It's January 9th. I vlogged this morning. I was getting my fingerprints done at like 9 in the morning. It's currently 3 o'clock, and I got an email, and I got my ATT number. So y'all, I was able to go ahead and schedule my exam. So I have my NCLEX exam scheduled, and I'm so excited. Like y'all, I don't know about the other states, but Georgia Board of Nursing moves so fast. Like I applied on the 5th, January 5th. It is the 9th, and I already have my ATT number. So that just shows like, be ready. Make sure that when you apply, like already start studying probably the month that you're gonna graduate. Like don't procrastinate, start studying early. And I'm not even nervous because I feel prepared, because I already started. I've been studying for the whole month of December and January. So I'm not even nervous about it. I'm not going to tell y'all my date just yet, but it is in this month. So I'm glad that I have a date so I can start like breaking up what I'm going to study so that I can have everything done. And the date worked out perfectly because it works around my work schedule, because I work on the weekends. So my date is in the middle of the week. So that just worked out perfectly. I don't have to change my date around, and I'm so excited, y'all. Like I'm literally like, I'm about to be a nurse in 2 weeks, because we're just going to go ahead and claim it. Like, I've already passed. I'm already a nurse. Y'all know I changed my YouTube name to Envydezi because I'm a nurse. So I'm going to make sure I go into this being very confident. Like, you have to manifest what you want. So I'm already praying over this. I'm praying over everyone that is taking their NCLEX this semester or this month. And y'all, like, we about to get this RN behind our name. Like, we're about to be registered nurses. So I'm just so excited. And I found a location that's only 30 minutes away from me. Perfect date. The time is early. That's the only problem, is that it is very early. But one suggestion that I heard, that if you do have a early exam, then you need to make sure that you're getting up every day around that time. So since I know I got to be up that early, I'm going to make sure that on my days off, I'm getting up at that same time and studying, so that my mind can be like working at that time. So that's okay. I will find a way. I'll get an energy drink. I'll do whatever I got to do to make sure that my mind is ready for this exam. So now I'm about to go in and get my planner so I can start scheduling like each day what topics I'm going to hit and what I'm going to be and how many questions I'm going to be doing. And I'm not going to like overdo it. I'm not like super tired by the time that the test comes, because if you start doing like too many practice questions, your brain's gonna be so fatigued to the point where you're gonna end up like most likely not passing. So I like to keep it like kind of light. And then I'm probably just gonna, like the day, like closer to the time, I'm gonna like relax a little bit and just start to like review the things I've already studied. So that's my plan. And y'all, oh my god, I did not know I was gonna get the ATT today. Like I thought it was gonna be like sometime this week, but they are moving so fast. So just wanted to tell you guys I have my date scheduled and I'm about to start getting into it. So can't wait to come and update you guys and tell y'all how the exam goes. But I will talk to y'all later. Let's get to study. Good morning, you guys. So today is January 10th and it's the next day. So it's literally 8 o'clock in the morning. I told you guys I am starting my study plan. Well, I've already been studying, but I'm starting my strict study plan today because the countdown is on. I officially have my NCLEX day. I know how many days I have and I know I'm working, so I like to really maximize my off days. So today I decided to get out of the house. I'm gonna go study at Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna get some coffee and I'm gonna just like romanticize my NCLEX study life because y'all, these next 2 months is really gonna be my last time to just chill before I start this residency. And y'all know I'm gonna be working in the medical surgical ICU and it's intense. So it's gonna be a lot of stress, a lot of hard nights, hard days. So I'm trying to just get into this, I don't know, get into the routine of just getting up in the morning because I am going to have to train on day shift too. So I'm getting up early, going to study, and my test time is going to be at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I want to start getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning so that I can get my brain working in the morning. So that's the plan today. And I did get dressed up because I feel like I've been looking so bummy. Like when you're studying for NCLEX and you don't go anywhere, like I don't have no class anymore, I don't have nowhere to go. I've just been cooped up in the house, hair looking a mess, not putting on no makeup, and just feeling like a slob. So I decided to get up, do my hair, and pack up my little study bag, got my cup, and we about to go get to it. So I will talk to y'all later when I get to Barnes. So while I'm driving to Barnes & Noble, I wanted to just update y'all on how I've been like feeling about being a new grad nurse or getting out of school. Because I know in my graduation vlog I was telling y'all like I was feeling a lot of anxiety because I didn't know like what was gonna happen. I was getting all nervous about the NCLEX, but I've actually been feeling very, very good. Like today would have, actually 2 days ago, it would have been the new start of a semester if I would have had to go back to college, and I was like so happy. I'm like, oh my god, I never have to go back to college if I don't want to. Obviously I do want to further my education, but it just felt good not having to like get that anxiety about a new semester and all that. So I felt so good. I'm like, okay, I'm actually having time to like just relax. Like even though you're studying for the NCLEX, it does not feel like being in nursing school because you're doing independent studying. And then on top of it, like since I've been working and I'm starting my job at the job that I currently work at, the nurses, my charge nurses, the educators are so excited about me starting. And that makes me feel even better because like to feel so welcomed on a new like unit, being a new grad, I'm pretty sure is already going to be the most nerve-wracking thing to do because you don't know everything. And like you're gonna feel so just confused in the beginning. So I really wanted to come into that first year as a new grad and feel comfortable. So like if you guys are like thinking about staying at y'all job and you actually enjoy where you work at, then I will go for it. Like I know some people say like it's not good to stay where you work as a tech because you may not get respected, but what I say is that if you were a good tech and you already show your work ethic and everyone already like likes you on your unit, you really shouldn't have that much problems. If you were like the tech that didn't do anything and now you've kind of created like a bad reputation, then I would probably go somewhere else because you don't want to start there and everybody's looking at you sideways like, oh, I don't know how she's gonna be. But since I've already created such a family with my unit and I've been there for 2 years, like I feel like it just made sense. And it's the specialty I want to do. It's a great pay, great nurses, great management. I felt like it just made sense to stay where I was at. But I've been feeling so excited. Like my educator told me the other day, like, oh my god, I'm so excited. She has like so many things planned for us, like a brunch when we first start to like break the ice because it's gonna be 10 people in my residency. So So there's a lot of activities they have planned for us. It's like bi-weekly check-ins. And I know some people ask me too, like if I would suggest going to a residency, and personally I would, because I just feel like starting off as a new grad and having to instantly just jump into like full-time working without having like those classes and that continuing education would be kind of scary for me. But I know some people are just like, I don't want to be in a residency for a year. So if you find a job that has a good orientation that is still gonna like train you well, then I would go for it. But I personally suggest the residency. Like, it seems like it's really good. They're constantly doing check-ins on you, making sure that you're understanding stuff and making sure that you're having a smooth transition. And if you ever need more time on orientation, they're willing to give you that. So that's why I suggest it. But yeah, of course I will keep you guys updated because there's pros and cons to residencies, and I will keep you updated once I have actually started my residency. But so far it seems like a good plan for me. So like the only thing I'm waiting on is literally to just get through this NCLEX, and I'm really not that nervous about it. So I'm really just more so just excited for the future. So I wanted to update you guys, like life after school is not that bad. And like the girlies that are just so used to doing everything like me, that are so used to being busy and feel like it's gonna feel weird to be out of school, initially it does, but you get used to it and you'll enjoy having your life back, being able to do what you want to do again. So yeah, that's my update, but I will talk to y'all later. I'm about to get some coffee and some food.
Saucing on you. I'm swagging on. I'm ballin', I've a song on you. Watch out, yeah. That's my shot. Saucing on you. I'm swagging on. I'm ballin', I've a song on you. Watch out, yeah. That's my shot. I got me some braids and I got me some hoes. Started rocking the sleeve, I can't buy with no jaws. You know how I do it, can close on my toes. This shit is hard. Oh, I ain't rich yet, but you know I ain't broke. So if I see it, I like it, buy that from the store. I'm with some white girls and they love on the coca. Like they OT, double OT, like I'm KD, smoking OG. And you know me, and my 2-3s and my gold tee. Bitch, you're smiling, bitch, you see me from the nosebleed. I'm the new 3 and I change out to my new D.
Okay, you guys, so it is 1 o'clock and I just finished my studying for today. So I finally created like a plan that actually like works pretty good, and I'm getting done really fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what I'm planning on doing every single day up until I take my NCLEX. So I told y'all that I started off with, I watched the Mark Heyy lectures. I suggest to go ahead and watch, like, if you are gonna watch Mark Heyy lectures, I suggest to go ahead and watch them like the week of graduation or like the month of graduation. Like, try to watch them beforehand and write all your notes out, so that you're not trying to like watch the long recordings on top of trying to do all your practice questions a day, because I feel like that's how you can get like real fatigued. So since I had already did all my Mark Heyy like all my lectures before I even bought Archer, I already had my notes for Mark Heyy. So since I already have my notes, how I'm doing every single day, I'm taking about 50 to 85 questions a day. It just depends on how I feel. So today I did a 75 question test and I got an 83 on Archer, which I think is really, really good. It said the average score is like a 66. So since I got an 83, like that's well over average. And as soon as I finish my test, I'll go through the rationales and see each one that I get wrong, and I physically write out each rationale that I got wrong and like what the right answer is. And if it's something that I really don't know, then I'll just kind of like study it a little bit more, pay attention to it. So then after I'm done with my rationales, so that's the first thing I do. As soon as I wake up or start my study plan, I do my 75 question test or 85 or whatever. And then I go ahead and write out all the rationales on the ones I got wrong. And then the third thing that I do, since I already did my Mark K lectures, I go through like a couple of slides of my Mark K notes that I wrote myself. So since I already went through the recordings, I'm not trying to listen to him again. I just want to go through my notes again, because I feel like you need to at least go through your notes one good time. Because you can be hearing stuff, but you got to like see it again for it to start sticking. And I feel like what people don't realize, the best way to study is that you have to continuously see those things. Like if you just do a practice question and then you read the answer real quick and move on, sometimes it may stick with you, but sometimes it doesn't if you don't go back over the notes. So since I've already listened to the lectures last month, now I'm just going back over my notes. So I just do a couple of notes a day. I split it up, so I'm not like going over the whole like lecture. I'm just doing a couple notes a day. So today I went over like my psych meds, and then I went over like some important critical lab values and stuff like that. Even though the NCLEX does give you lab values, just knowing like what one is ranked the highest, like obviously a high potassium is more important than, I don't know, a high creatinine or something like that. So knowing how to rank them, if they were to give you like a list of like all these lab values, who's the most priority. So I did that today. And then if I do have any time, I go through the Mark K Blue Book. So for how Mark K does it, like he does his 3-day live review, and then he has a Blue Book. The Blue Book is like 2,000 terms of like a whole bunch of like important medicines, disease processes, education, like just stuff that he did not get to in his lectures. Like his lectures are pretty much the main important things that you need to know. So even if you didn't have time to go through the Blue Book, you probably could still just pass it even with his lectures. But since he provides the Blue Book, I feel like it's important, and I've been scoring higher since I've been going through his Blue Book. So I pretty much go through his Blue Book. I printed everything out and I just highlight the important terms. And the Blue Book has stuff that you just haven't seen in a long time. Like, of course, I'm not going to know, like, what is the interventions for glaucoma surgery or something like that. Like, something that we really don't talk about like that. So I just like the Blue Book always has, like, stuff that just randomly comes up on the test. And you'd be like, what is this? Like, I don't know. Like, I know what this is, but I don't know what to do. And then it'd be frustrating. So I just like how he includes, like, random facts about stuff that you kind of forget about. So that's pretty much my whole NCLEX plan each day, and I split it up small amounts. So it's only 1 o'clock. I got here at like 9 something, been here since 1, and my actual NCLEX is like the time period is 8 a.m. to 1. So I'm trying to make sure I do my studying within that time, except for on days that I have to work because I work night shift. But on days that I'm off of work, I want to get my studying done between 8 and 1. And after that, I'm going to just have my free time. So I feel like that was a success. I know that was long, but some people ask me, like, what's more important, the practice questions or going over, like, the content? And I think they're equally as important, but you have to find a strategy that works best, because you don't want to spend hours on end going through content, and then if you're doing a whole bunch of application but you don't know what the content is, it's hard to get these practice questions right because you don't know the answer. So that's what I feel like. You have to have a little bit of content review, and you got to have a little bit of practice questions in order to be successful. So that is my advice. I'll let y'all know if it works. If I pass this exam on the first time, then it works. So I'm about to go to the mall since I got out early. I'm literally right by the mall. So I'm about to go to the mall, walk around, and then I'm going to go home. So I will talk to y'all later.